if you think like an odds maker, folks, you'll be one step ahead of the average bear. That doesn't assure you winning every time, doesn't assure you with this mindset that you're even going to win regardless. But for the most part, trust me when I tell you, you'll have a slight edge above any other of the general public bettors. So, in any event, I'm asking you to think like an odds maker today because I'm going to be discussing Game 7 of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinal series between the Cleveland Cavaliers, who will be hosting the Orlando Magic on Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Before I get to the specifics, just a friendly reminder, folks, barely missed yesterday with our free pick as we had the under 102.5 in the Clippers game last night in the first half. And the game went to 104 in the first half with a basket being scored with less than 15 seconds to go to put the game over that total. But even having said that, with that loss, 26-17 with my last 43 free pick videos right here on Wager Talk TV at 60.5%, folks. That's not bad. And I'm not even talking about my NBA premium picks, which I'll get to later. Those are the ones you actually pay for, and those are my best picks. And as you could see, just because these are free picks doesn't mean I don't want to win. I want to win at everything I compete at. All right. So in any event, folks, I just ask you a small token of your appreciation just to hit that like button. It goes a long way in making me happy, goes a long way in making Wager Talk TV happy, keeps these videos alive. And it's just, again, folks, if you go to have a nice dinner and you're satisfied with it, you'll normally leave a bartender or a waitress or a waiter a 20% tip. That's costing you money. I'm just asking you to hit the like button. It costs you nothing. By the way, speaking of free, if you haven't subscribed to Wager Talk TV yet, take a second to do so. Click that red subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. You're watching because you love sports betting, you have a passion for sports betting, you're interested in sports betting, or even if you're a casual bettor and you're looking for some tips in terms of who to take on that particular day. It costs, there's no strings attached, there's no hidden agenda. Hit the subscribe button, and folks, once you've done that, we provide a nice convenience for you. And again, if you've subscribed already and you haven't done this, this applies to you as well. Go into your YouTube settings. It'll take you all of 10 seconds. Click on the alert notification bell for Wager Talk TV, and you'll be notified immediately upon any of our great content going up on our channel. All right, let me get to the specifics at hand in the Cleveland-Orlando Game 7. And it goes, again, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday. The Cavs right now as we speak, and I'm recording at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday the 4th, and the game goes on Sunday the 5th. So I'm recording well in advance, folks. So depending on when you view this video, these lines are subject to change. Specifically, we're looking at the total here of 195. So if those of you who haven't followed the NBA in recent years or just are a casual NBA observer and like to bet games at this time of the year, meaning the postseason, let me bring you up to speed on how low this total is, 195. It's uncharted territory over recent seasons. As a matter of fact, over the last 2 years, last 2 seasons, I should say, this season and last season, there has not been a closing total in the NBA less than 200. And since the start of the 2019-2020 season, there's only been 2 times in which a total closed less than 200, and both of those games stayed under the total. That's over 6 seasons. So now you see how much of a rarity this is. Not only is this total assured, and most, I mean, unless something, barring something extremely unforeseen, this total at 195, where it currently is going to close less than 200. So it's really rare when we get into this type of parameter when it comes to NBA totals. And, with no surprise to me, you look at the betting splits on this game in terms of public action that shows the volume of bets and the money being wagered on this total overwhelmingly right now on the over. And that's where it comes in about thinking like an odds maker. They're begging you. Look, with what I just alluded to, and with only two totals closing below 200 in the last 6 seasons, none in the last 2 seasons. And not only is this under 200, it's at 195. They are begging you, I mean, pleading with you to take the over in this game. And I'm not going to be foolish enough, and I hope you're not going to be foolish enough to fall into that trap. Now, if we lose this game, it won't be because we were suckered into a play. Even the general public wins on, I don't know, some of the occasion. I want to say 25% of the time as a whole. I'm talking about the general public. But remember, folks, only less than 1% of sports bettors that bet on a regular basis make a profit over the course of a year. And there's a reason why the sports books stay in business for as long as they have. It's not because the public wins. So there are exceptions to the rule, me being one of them, the guys on Wager Talk TV being others that make a profit and make a living in sports betting. So if you look at game sevens, since 2019-2020 season began in the NBA, there have been 66 game sevens. I take that back. Since the 2003 playoffs, I was looking at the notes on the 200 or less total. Let's go back again, clarify. Since the 2003 NBA playoffs, there's been 66 game sevens in the NBA. 42 of the 66 have stayed under the total. That's 64% of the time without even factoring in parameters like what the total actually is. Furthermore, since 2017, game 7 totals have played 13-2 to the under. And that includes 9-1 to the under if the total is 210.5 or less. And the average combined scores in game 7s since 2003, all 66 games, there's been an average combined score of 190.6 points scored per game. And the average total in those games, 195.8. We're at 195 now. So you don't think that holds credence? Again, folks, it has lost 24% of the time where it went over too, or 24 to 66 times as well, which is 36% of the time. There's nothing in sports betting that's ironclad 100% guaranteed. You just try to put the highest probability of winning on your side. And I think the best way to go here is we're going to be in the minority. I'm going to be in the minority. I know some of you out there, if not a lot of you out there, are going to chime in with your comments saying you like this game to go over the total, and that's okay. You can disagree with me all you want. Fade me at your own risk. That's all I can tell you. But I'm going to take this game under 195. That's Orlando, Cleveland, under 195 on Sunday in game 7. Now, let me bring you up to speed on how I'm doing with my NBA premium picks over at Sports Memo, where I'm a sports betting expert. It's our sister site to Wager Talk. Hopefully someday I'll be on Wager Talk. Well, you never know. But in any event, right now, my NBA postseason picks since 2022 at Sports Memo, 93-53. 64%, folks. Number 1 in 2022, number 1 in 2023. And right now, as we speak, I am 21-6 this year in the postseason, 78%. We just went 1-1 last night. I can't remember the last time we actually had a losing day, and 1-1 is a losing day when you include the juice. But 14-2, not only 21-6, but 14-2 over the last 13 days with my NBA playoff or postseason picks. You know what's great about my hot streak right now is a lot of you out there will say, geez, Ross, I'd like to jump aboard, but I don't bet enough money. Well, guess what? Here's a solution for you. And one that you'd be hard to talk me out of, okay? Or talk yourself out of. You go to my page at Sports Memo, sm.buzz/RB. You purchase my 7-day package for $79. We are going to give you an additional 4 days for free. So you're going to get 11 days of my premium picks, Major League Baseball and the NBA, for just $79. That's $11.29 per day, folks. Think about it. And for those of you out there who say, I will never buy picks from anybody, I just gave you my records. Who are you penalizing, yourself or me? All right, so there you have it. And folks, take advantage of that offer. And we're on a roll right now in the NBA. And as a matter of fact, NBA going back to the end of the regular season, folks, not only 14-2 over the last 13 days, but how about 26-6 with my last 32 and 32-10 with my last 42? When it lasts that long and and you're that hot, yes, it's hard to keep up that kind of pace, but by the same token, it's not a fluke either. Ask yourself and be honest with yourself and say, when was the last time you went 32-10 over a 6-week period in any sport? All right, so there you have it. And I will be back probably tomorrow with another free pick video right here on Wager Talk TV. I'm Ross Benjamin. Thank you for joining me today.